It's a very busy weekend for many of us, full of travel and time with friends and barbecues. But I am grateful that we're taking the time this morning to remember the reason behind this Memorial Day weekend. Time not just here during whatever remarks any of us might make, but actually time afterward, taking in the faces of our fallen, of the more than 300 soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines that Illinois has lost since 9/11. Time actually thinking on and reflecting on their service, their sacrifice, and the families that they left behind. We are honored to be hosted in this remembrance this morning by Governor Pat Quinn, who is the strongest advocate and ally that Illinois veterans have. He is responsible for our Veterans Cash Lottery Grant Program, for our Welcome Home Heroes Home Loan Program for veterans, for the extension of our Veterans Care Health Insurance Program, and for a host of other very nation-leading and impactful programs for veterans. But beyond that, and I think most importantly here today, he is a true friend to Illinois veterans, a friend in a very literal sense. He takes the time to learn the stories of our National Guardsmen, to travel overseas and meet with our troops in Afghanistan and Germany, to mourn with the families of our fallen. I have a very strong memory of an event like this a couple of years ago when I was taking in the faces of our fallen afterward, and the governor joined me where I happened to be standing and proceeded to walk me one by one through the story of each service member that was on the panel that I happened to be standing at. He knows these fallen, and he knows their families. And I think all of us who have served in uniform in Illinois are grateful and thankful, fortunate to have a leader with his heart for veterans here in Illinois.
It's important that we take good care of those who have borne the battle. That's what Abraham Lincoln said during the Civil War. It was true then and it's true today. It's our duty, the living, to make sure that when our service members return, we make sure they have the kind of education and health care and jobs that they need in order to go forward in life. It's also our duty to remember those who have given their last full measure of devotion to our democracy, to our government of the people. And I want to thank all of the veterans who are here today. They work for the Illinois Tollway Authority. We have made this a tradition. We all know it's a very important beginning of summer, Memorial Day weekend. There's a lot of fun involved, whether it's picnics or barbecues or parades or ball games or many other things that people can do on this weekend. But as Erica just said, we should not forget the purpose of Memorial Day. The purpose of Memorial Day is to honor those who gave their life for our country, for our democracy. And that's really what Portrait of a Soldier is. It's a very powerful exhibit. It's a memory that all of us need to take to heart. It began almost 10 years ago. A young man from Mattoon, Illinois, Cameron Schilling, in his town, there was a service member who died in Iraq, Charles Neely. And Cameron drew the portrait of Charles Neely from a picture he saw in the newspaper and brought that portrait to Mr. Neely's family members, his mom and dad. And they were so taken by that Cameron came to my office when I was lieutenant governor, and we worked together with all of the Gold Star families in our state. A Gold Star family is a family that has lost a service member in service to our country. And it's important that those Gold Star families have a portrait of their hero, our hero, a son or daughter who's given their last full measure to our country's democracy. But it's important also that all of us on these busy weekends and every day take a look at the portraits and look into the eyes of these men and women. You can see their soul, and their soul is one of service. All of our fallen soldiers have an ethic of service. I've gone to their memorials, to their wakes, to their funerals, and every time you learn about their life, you see someone who said, "Here I am, take me." Even if it's very, very difficult and dangerous, take me. And that volunteerism, that willingness to serve, is something that we should all emulate and model our lives after. I think it's very important that children, our kids, see firsthand real heroes. Sometimes you read in the newspaper about a person who hits a home run in the bottom of the ninth, they're their next day's hero. Same way with someone who has outrageous celebrity or whatever, they're called a role model. I don't think they really are the true heroes and role models of our society. These men and women right here and right behind me, those who have that ethic of service, they're the real heroes of our society. And so I think this Memorial Day weekend, as we go about our busy lives, and we know here on the Tollway there are many people who stop as they go from one place to another. It is important that we take a little bit of time, even if it's only a minute or two, to look at Portrait of a Soldier, look at some of our service members, their lives. These portraits will live long after we're gone from this earth. And it is important that we remember we cannot break faith with those who have done very important things for our democracy. They gave their lives. And I think that we ask God to bless their immortal souls, and we tell all of our service members, those who are living and those who have died, that we are eternally grateful to them for their ethic of service, their willingness to go forward to defend our democracy. Their service in the military is second to none. They have tremendous training, tremendous discipline, understanding how important it is to team up and work together. And that's why we're so proud of our veterans workers here at the Tollway, all the important things they do for all of us. And that's true across our state government, our state police. Many of them are service members and veterans. So it's important that we, all of us on this Memorial Day weekend, as we honor those who have given their lives for our democracy, also remember one of the best ways to honor them is to make sure we get jobs and good health care and decent education and housing for all of our veterans. So we're committed to that in the land of Lincoln. We understand what Abraham Lincoln said a long time ago. It's the duty of all of us in the home front to take good care of those who've borne the battle. Thank you very much.